We have to understand that number one, the law says the principal part of everything is the beginning. So we have to actually attack these issues from the root source. Now, when we look at the site of the Pygmy skulls 40,000 years ago in Tennessee, the Topper site 51,700 years ago, South Carolina, the Texas Street site 80 to 90,000 years ago in California, the Calico site in the Mojave Desert about 190, 200,000 years ago, somewhere in there. The Serra de Capivara site in Brazil, about 100,000 years ago. The Toca de Esperanza site in Brazil, 295,000 years ago. And Miramar archaeological finds by Florentino Ameghino, 3 to 5 million years ago. We're very ancient in this land. This was long before there were any people known as Native Americans who have what they call the Mongoloid phenotype. That look like today's modern Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, things of that nature. It's also before the existence of pale skin. You can go read this by Dr. Keith Chang, Professor Emeritus at Stanford University, Dr. Luigi Luca Cavalli Sforza, and also Dr. Cheika Diop in Civilization of Barbarism. He tells you that the mesocephalic and brachycephalic skull types are young as far as the Asiatic proto-Mongoloid looks like. You know, it's very young. So long before they was even over here on this land, we were already here for hundreds of thousands up to millions of years. This is scientifically proven, it's archaeologically proven, so there's no even need to debate that. Now we need to start analyzing what's called the Age of Empires. The Age of Empires is where you start looking at the various empires that came out of Mesopotamia, the empires that Kush had actually established, or Ta-Nehesi, dealing with what's now modern day known today as Ethiopia. Then that would be also into the Mesopotamia area, Sumer, Akkad, and all those various places. Elam, those people were over here. You go look up artifacts like the Magna Fuente Bowl, you'll find it had Proto-Elamite written on it, all of those type things. When you took a talk about the Tassiti, which is now today known as Sudan, or Nubia Kush area in antiquity, you'll find out, man, that they were over here. They found 134 mummies with American cocaine and tobacco in their systems. So, I mean, these things is no secret. And we're not even going to go into Hekupta, Kemet Kush, whatever you want to call it. Yes, they was over here. All of that's during the Age of Empires. We were here prior to that. We're older than that on these lands here. Now, when you start also looking at what they call the Canaanite, Phoenician, Carthaginian, Punic Iberian Empire, all those people are the same people based by blood. You know, we do know that Morocco came out of that empire. Morocco are the same people. So we also know that around about 450, about the mid-5th century, Moroccans had come over here and built the first church in what is known today as America. Now, 480, roughly 480 AD, they left a monument in eastern Morocco in the Fiqwig Mountains, Hajj Mamoun Rock, that called this place Asku Shamal, which means the northern land, or the land lying beyond the sunset, the continent lying beyond the sunset. Okay, that is a landmark. We already know churches, ancient structures are landmarks. And especially if this was the first church built in the Americas, then this is a monumental landmark, and they have it recorded in Morocco. And yes, it is Moroccans who built this. So when you talk about landmarks, and they named the land as well, Asku Shamal, the continent lying beyond the sunset, or the northern land. He who names it claimed it, and it has a landmark to substantiate that. So now what we are actually looking at is, this is Western Morocco. As Islam had taken power in Morocco, so did also the substantiated claims by prior establishments. They took over those. The religion doesn't change a person's right to anything. So we're dealing with, you know, the Age of Empires under Yusoli, who are the people today in relation to those landmarks, because they couldn't move the landmarks. You have to understand that. Landmarks or monuments, the law says monuments, which we call records, are vestiges of truth and antiquity. That means they are legal documents. Toltec Mounds is a legal document. The Born Stone is a legal document. the Moroccan 5th century church built in Kukaponset Forest, Connecticut is a legal document. You can't move those. And it's also an ecclesiastical document because it goes into landmarks in Proverbs 22:28, Proverbs 23:10, Deuteronomy chapter 19 verse 14, Deuteronomy chapter 27 verse 17, and that's even substantiated underneath United States statutes at large, 96 Stat 1211, Public Law 97 Stat 280, 97-280. It's substantiated. They can't move the landmarks. What they did was they moved the people. They moved the people by classification and denationalization.